What's up, guys? So, a couple of years ago, I worked for a tech company. Now, I did audio-visual stuff, so I did, projection, so, stuff that you would see on screens, like media, that kind of stuff. And I also did audio stuff, so I would mix people's microphones, and if there was music, I would mix the band. So I did that for a couple of years. And there was this one job that we had every month for the couple of years I worked for the company, and it was in the city. Now, I remember this one time I was sitting in this class, and there was this guy doing this presentation on business and leadership, and I was just sitting there, and I remember sitting there, and I was exhausted. It had been a long day, it had been stressful, and I'm sitting there, and this guy's talking about all this stuff, and I remember having this thought of man, it would be cool to actually get to sit in this class, and get to go and participate and stuff like that. But that thought went out of my head pretty quick, and I moved on, we cleaned up after the event, and we were out. So, a couple months ago, I was talking with one of my coworkers, and we were both talking about this leadership class in the city, the one that I used to work for. And, I mentioned I thought it would be really cool to get to go to it, and that I would be open to going to it, but that was really expensive. So my coworker was like, well, why don't we look into it and see what could happen? So he did, and it turns out that a mutual friend of ours reached out to the school, so both of us could go. So this class that I thought was really expensive, the class that I used to sit in and wish I could go to, I get to go to now, and not only do I get to go to it, but I got a scholarship to be able to go to it. And that's just mind-blowing when you think about that. 5 years ago I was sitting in that class and I was like, man, it'd be sweet to get to actually go to this class. 5 years later, I took a train, I took the subway, I walked into this class, and I get to go through this program. So I wanted to shoot this video and just share some of my story. Life wasn't easy back 5 years ago. It was really hard and really tough. It felt kind of hopeless in that time. But, now, 5 years later, and a different season in life, I can look back at those times, and I get to see some of those things that I hoped for then actually happening now. And it's just crazy. So I want to leave you with that. Don't give up hope, even if it is dark right now and if it's tough. See you guys.